So that be here so you kind of see how it looks on my skin. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Caris here if you're new to my channel. So for today I'm gonna be reviewing the Fenty Beauty powder foundation. So Fenty Beauty launched their first ever powder foundation and I'm super excited to try this out because I do love powder foundation because it's like on the go kind of product, so you can have it in your purse. So I picked up one of the shades from Boots. I'm going to be trying this on and I'm going to be doing a wear test so you know how this foundation wears throughout the day. I'm just going to jump right into this tutorial, but if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you see my videos as soon as I upload. So I'll jump right into this video. So this is what it looks like, the front, the back. I picked up the shade 400. So I'll just take it out and it's in this cute package. I'll show you the back. So I'm just gonna open it up so you see how it looks. So when you open it, this is what it looks like. Open it up, you see it like so. There's a nice cute mirror here and then the powder is here, and then you open this up. Ooh, there's another nice cute mirror here, and then there's this cute sponge here. So this is like the applicator, and it has like the Fenty logo in the mirror, just like they have in the other products. FB on it, written on it. Can you see it? So it's got Fenty Beauty stamp on it. It retails for £27, which is the same that they sell their foundation, the other foundation. According to the Fenty website, this powder claims to be buildable, light to full coverage, long wear, and it also claims to be light as air and is crease resistant, and it says it's perfect filter on the go and loves to be layered. That's interesting. It says it won't settle into fine lines, clog pores or cake up. It reduces the appearance of shine, so that's good for the oily skin girls as well. In terms of the size, it is 32 ounces, 0.32 ounces, and it's 9.1 G. This foundation comes in 50 shades. That's amazing. I think most of Fenty foundation, they come in 50 shades, and that's really fantastic. So it claims to be a matte finish, so that's good for oily skin girls, and you know, it says it's for all skin type, but I've got combination to borderline oily, so I would look forward to trying this because it says it gives a matte finish, and also it claims to be medium to full coverage, so that's really good. It says it can be layered, so looking forward to checking that out. In terms of the packaging, it looks white, but it is like you can clean it. It's like plastic type of thing that you can wipe, so it's not gonna get dirty. So it's not really plastic, it's like it's a silk thing that you can clean up, so you can easily wipe it off. So that's really useful, so it's not gonna get too dirty with your makeup. So I really like the packaging, it's really on point. So I like this mirror here. So this is the first mirror you see, and then you open it up and you see this mirror that is a bit like the zoom in type of mirror, and then there's a sponge down here. I don't usually apply with a sponge, but I'm going to try it today. So the first step really is to moisturize and prime your skin. I've already done that. I used my moisturizer and I used my clearance primer. I like applying my cream products first before applying powder. So I'm going to apply my concealer as well because that's a cream product, and then I'm going to apply the powder foundation. This is my Flawless Concealer by Laura Mercier. Got the shade 4N. I'm just going to put this under my eye, like a soft natural look. I'm not going to do anything major, but just to highlight all this part of my face just before I apply the foundation. I just think it's key to apply cream first before powder, because when you apply the powder, you're setting whatever is on the face already. So I don't want to, and it's so hard to blend when you apply powder before cream. I'm just gonna blend with my Real Technique sponge, and the sponge is damp. I'm gonna do like a very natural light base because I want you guys to see more of the powder foundation and less of the other part of makeup. So I'm gonna do a very light concealer. Go in with a setting powder because it's just good to set this area with a lighter powder as opposed to my skin tone powder. I'm gonna go into my Fenty powder. This is the Fenty Pro Filter setting powder. This is what it looks like, and I've got the shade Honey. Now kind of press it in, not too much, just a tad bit, just on the areas I've just highlighted. So now I'm gonna color correct because I've got really dark spots here and I really doubt if that powder will cover the spots completely. So I'm just gonna color correct because I've got to apply the creams before the powder. I don't want to apply the powder on top and realize that the spots are still very visible. This is my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eraser Concealer in Mahogany, and I'm just gonna tap it on my spots like so. My dark spots and hyperpigmentation, just a tiny bit, not too much, just to color correct. I'm gonna do the same here, slightly around my mouth, just where there's dark spots on my face. I'm gonna blend with my sponge. It's looking really orange at the moment, and I'm gonna just blend out with another sponge, like another brush, just to make sure it's properly blended, just to remove a bit of the redness. I'm gonna try the foundation on my neck here because that's where I normally search if the color is mine for foundation. So now to the start of the show. It's got like a sponge in there, so I'm gonna be applying it with a sponge as well as a brush. So I'm gonna apply one side of my face with a brush and one side with a sponge, because typically I would dip into my brush to apply. I'm gonna be using this applicator here on this side. I'm gonna take in like so. So I'm gonna take in a bit, and then I'm gonna dab it here so you kind of see how it looks on my skin. And I think this is kind of a mash to my skin because look at it, it just blended into my neck like so, like literally blended in. I've just tapped it there, so I think this is my shade. I'm gonna use the sponge here, this applicator sponge. So I'm gonna start by tapping it here to see what it looks like. That is a lot of coverage actually. I'm just gonna dim the light a tiny bit. It's looking a bit red, or is it my color correction? Let me try on my forehead so you see how it looks like. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it, and I like the coverage. Seems to be giving me quite a good coverage. I think this might actually compare with my MAC. So I'm putting it here. I'm literally just tapping it in because I want to put in kind of more product on it. Yeah, I don't think it would have covered my spots on its own though. Okay, so this is what it's looking like on this side. I'm gonna do it here. I like the coverage. It says it's light to full coverage, so I would say this is kind of something that I can build up. It feels really light to my skin, so it doesn't feel like I've got something on. It's really lightweight. It says light as air, definitely light as air. It says it's flawless filter effect. So that's the application with the applicator it came with. I'm not gonna apply it with a brush on this side. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques brush. This is what it looks like. Dab it in, tap tap, swirl it around. Swirl it around. Look at what it did. It kind of brought out some things out. So I'm just gonna tap it and then I'm gonna apply. I definitely like the look of this brush application. It looks nice. I'm actually tapping it in. That's how I apply my brush, my powder. The brush side looks more blended out, more but its share is not as high coverage as the sponge application, but I like the brush side. It's more some people swirl it like so, but I'm just gonna tap because I normally would tap. So this is what the side with the brush looking like, and this is the side with the sponge. Just gonna bring it up here like so as well. It's a nice powder foundation. I like the fact that it's not cakey. It doesn't feel like I've got anything on actually. It feels light, so it's something I would really rock. This is something I would rock. I would have in my purse because I just like the way it feels. Doesn't feel any as if I've got anything on. That's really good. I'm just gonna try and use it to kind of contour my nose area. Yeah, so this is the brush application and this is the application with the sponge. I like the side with the brush, you know, because it looks more natural as opposed to this side. This side looks really orange, and it's not as flawless as I would like. So I really like this side. I think it shows up more orange with the applicator. It gives more coverage, but it shows up more orange, especially if the color is a shade, maybe it's a bit dark. So it's powder foundations tend to be a bit darker than it looks anyway. But yeah, when you apply with the sponge, it gives a more coverage, and it shows up the foundation as being more dark to being more dark. So I would prefer this side, which is more airbrushed look. And I'm sure you can layer this as well. So far so good. I'm liking the foundation. I'm gonna just finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'm gonna come back to let you know my final. Finish the rest of my makeup, and I really like the foundation. This is the side with the brush. I just put a bit of highlighter, a bit of contour, not contour, but I did a bit of bronzer and highlighter. And this is what the face is looking like. I really like the look of it. One thing I would say for this foundation, if you're getting your foundation, get a shade lighter, because I think it looks a bit, the color came out a bit dark as compared to what it was looking like. So I would say go one shade lighter, and that would help in terms of matching your skin. The applicator it came with, which is the sponge, it does apply more full coverage, but it tends to be a bit patchy and it doesn't blend very well. Applying it with a brush is more flawless. It gives a more flawless finish. I wouldn't say this foundation is extremely full coverage because I can still see some of my dark spot peeping through. If you want more like a nice flawless airbrush look, use the brush. It looks really airbrushed. If you want more full coverage, use the sponge, because it does pack it up nicely. So I'll definitely say yes, the foundation meets the criteria. It says light to full coverage. It's more light medium than full coverage, but it does look like something I can build up, especially when I applied it with the sponge. It was full coverage. So this powder foundation definitely have a soft matte finish. It's not too mattifying, not too drying, so it's kind of soft matte. I really like it. It's not clogged on my pores. It's really nice. Looks blended, and yeah, I like the foundation. It gives a matte finish, so that's perfect for all girls that are combination to oily. It says it's for dry skin as well. What I would say for my dry skin girls is that you moisturize your skin properly before you apply the foundation. This foundation claims to be long wearing, so we're gonna do a wear test. So we're gonna see how this fares all through the day. So I'm gonna come back at the end of my day just to let you know how this foundation holds up. It says it's light as air. I would say yes to that. It says it's sweat, humidity, and crease resistant. So we'll see at the end of the day if it's indeed that. It also says it won't settle into fine lines or clog the pores. So far, it looks like it's nice. It's not settled in to fine lines or clogged any pores yet. So we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day. It also claims to reduce the appearance of shine. I would say yes to that because it's just taking out every shine from my face. I'm just gonna wear this all through the day, let you know how this foundation holds up. See you in a bit. Okay, so this is after 9 hours, guys, and this is what the foundation looks like. Wow, 9 hours, guys. Like, I'm quite impressed with the way the foundation held up. I did not touch up at all whatsoever for the 9 hours. I've been pretty active. It's looking pretty good. It's a nice natural finish and it looks nice still. I can rock this for another 4 hours and I didn't blot it at all. So this is 9 hours. I'll just show you how it looks again. It's looking really nice and still good. It's not clogged my pores anywhere, but it's kind of spaced out in my mouth area, so you can see some kind of patches, like it's kind of disappeared, maybe from eating. But yeah, I think this powder foundation is a vibe. Really good so far. I like the way it looks. A bit of a shine, but nothing too dramatic. So it looks a tad bit darker, just a tad bit, and it's got a bit of a shine. But apart from that, no, it looks really nice, considering the fact that I did not blot it. So the foundation lasted pretty good. I did take pictures on whether or not it has flashback, and there is no flashback. I really like the way it doesn't really feel heavy. It still feels like light as air on my skin. Doesn't feel like, at the end of the day, usually I feel like just taking off what I've got on, like a foundation. But right now I don't feel like that. I can literally sleep on this makeup, but don't do that. But that's what I mean. It's really light on my skin. In terms of crease resistance, I would say yes, but around my mouth area it did crease a bit, the smile lines area. But apart from that, the other part of my face is definitely good. And also in terms of shine control, I would say yes, it does control shine, considering the fact that I am combination skin. My T-zone area is not even that shiny, and the rest of my face is it's got a nice glow to it. So yeah, I really like the way this foundation, you know, I could easily blot and take this on for another 4 hours and I will be fine. So this is after 9 hours, guys. So we did a 9 hours wear test, and this is what the foundation looks like. So the sponge that came with this foundation is not the best applicator. You can use it for touch up, but I would recommend using a brush. That's my view, but you can definitely use it to touch up, and it's nice for that, but not too much. You're taking a bit to touch up. For people that would like to use this on its own as just foundation all over the face, I recommend you use a beauty blender to apply it. It gives more coverage. The sponge to apply it. This sponge to apply it might just be a bit more patchy, so use a beauty blender if you want to apply it all over your face. But for people that are like me, that are going to apply foundation first before going in with a powder, a brush will be really perfect for this. So apply it with a brush if you're gonna do that. So I really like this foundation. The only thing is that the colors might be a tad bit off, so you know, you need to go a shade lighter all the time. So it might be a bit tricky finding your match. In terms of my final views on this, I like it. I think it's a beautiful coverage. It feels really light. It doesn't clog the pores. It's airbrush. I like it. Just, it's lightweight. So in all, I would say yes to this foundation, to this powder foundation. I would say yes, we needed it. Well done, Fenty. And yeah, just go a shade lighter, guys. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, join the Caris family, and also turn on the notification bell so you see my videos as soon as they are uploaded. I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.